This needs to stop. Now. This is not okay. This needs to stop now. This is cancer.
Okay. I just want to know, what was EA thinking when they made this move? This is literally a spit in every single boxer fan face. Literally. Because, okay, think about this, right? We've been asking for a boxing game for a decade now. Fight Night Champion came out in 2011. Next year is officially 10 years that Fight Night Champion has been released, and we still have not received a boxing game. Now, UFC drops a beta, right? And then they drop a trailer. Who's at the end of the trailer? Who showed? They showed AJ, Anthony Joshua, and they showed Tyson Fury. Well, those aren't MMA fighters. Who are they? They're boxers. You put boxers in a MMA game. So, for all of you people that have been asking EA to make another boxing game, to make another fight night, that right there should tell you what EA feels about making a boxing game. That right there, that little move, by putting Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury in the game. Now, mind you, these are not no rinky-dink fighters. These are not fighters on the come up. These are big names. Everybody knows who Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is, especially Tyson Fury. He just beat Deontay Wilder for a championship match, right? So everybody know who these people are. So you get two of the biggest names to fight in an MMA game. That is a literal spit in every boxer fan face. So for everybody who has been asking for another boxing game, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not gonna happen. As far as right now, it's not gonna happen. EA clearly showing you how they feel about a boxing game right now. By just doing that, they telling you, hey, we don't care about a boxing game right now. It's not in our interest. Now, I want to go into the mind of EA, right? I want to know, what were they thinking when they made that move? I hope they didn't think they can gain boxer fans and make them play a MMA game. That's not gonna happen. If anything, that'll make people despise playing a UFC game, bro. That'll make people despise it simply because you put a boxer in a MMA game. UFC, they have no business playing like even being in an octagon, bro. I'm gonna dig deep with y'all, right? Now, when making a sports game, any sports game, football, basketball, soccer, any sports game, right? You have two ends of every spectrum. You have one end, the common end of a spectrum, where people play sports games because they are already a fan of the sport and they want to play with their favorite team or their favorite player, right? Then you have the other end of the spectrum, the people who get into boxing because they love the boxing game. So that's why a roster is one of the most important aspects of any sports game, because you can really find your favorite team by just playing with them on the game, online. It's easy, just like that, right? So if I'm going to keep it a buck, how many people are going to play with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury in an online match? Like, think about it logically. These are boxers. In MMA, they do more than just stand up and fight. As you can see, it's a lot more. They kick you, they take you down, they put you in a submission hold. These dudes will have no clue on how to get out of any of that if they was even put in a submission hold. You know what? prime example, RIP to Kimbo Slice. When Kimbo Slice was first put in the octagon, what happened? Matter of fact, I'm gonna take you back. What was Kimbo Slice known for? He was known for his backyard boxing. He was just a boxer, somebody who, you know, stood up and fight with their hands. A boxer, right? He had no ground game. When he got in that octagon, he had to learn quickly how far boxing really took him. He had to develop a ground game. It's the same thing with AJ and Tyson Fury. You're not gonna gain no fans by them being in that game. If anything, that's going to hurt boxing. For the people that are fans of AJ and who are fans of Tyson Fury, they're not gonna use them, bro. In an online rank match, they're not gonna use them. They're not gonna even be the first thought that comes to mind. Oh, I'm in an online rank match, I'm gonna grab AJ and fight somebody. No, because if you run into somebody like Frank Mir, if he's in the game, I don't know. I didn't play that beta code, or you know, I'm not into MMA. But say if they put Frank Mir in the game, that's game over, bro. As soon as you put AJ on the ground, he can't do anything with that. He can't do anything with that. He don't. First of all, he don't have a grapple game, so that alone is an L. And then on top of that, he can't defend a takedown. He can't defend anything on the ground. So what is he gonna? What is AJ and Tyson Fury are good for? Their hands? You need more than that, bro. And as you see in the trailer, that's what exactly he was doing. He was just boxing. Somebody who fight in MMA. I'm not even talking about the game at this point, but somebody who fight with mixed martial arts. They would tell you your hands. If you fighting somebody who was a kickboxer or somebody who's in judo, they would tell you your hands are gonna have very little to do with that. You fight this man, you're automatically taking an L. You have to develop some kind of MMA. If that's a grapple game, a ground game, you need something to defend yourself, and boxing is simply not that. So I say all of this to say, you should have just took Tyson Fury and AJ and just made a boxing game, bro. For what it costs, for what it's for. You might as well just took those two and made a boxing game. We all could be happy. You know, we've been asking you for 10 years now, bro. 10 years. You like a boxing haven't came to your mind in over 10 years? Are you serious? Instead, you're gonna keep pumping out UFC. I'm gonna be real with you. UFC is cool, but we want a boxing game. EA, we are like in desperate needs of a boxing game right now. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and I have nothing to do with any of these games I'm about to mention. You know, I just want them to succeed. I really hope Steel City, Round for Round Boxing, and Hard Knock Nights Live really do their thing with these games, with these boxing games. I really hope they do. And by the way, if you don't know about those 3 games, I'm going to make a video about them really soon. So if you aren't already, make sure you are subscribed. Click that bell. Click that bell. That's how you know when I upload. And you know, if you like the content that you are seeing so far, make sure you hit that like button. That goes a long way. But I'm just keeping it a stack. I don't like this move right here is so fugazi. I'm so sorry, but I'm just being real. This move is so trash. This is horrible execution on EA's part, and I really hope they didn't think we'll be happy about this, especially as a boxing fan. What boxing fan want a boxer in an MMA game Who asked for this? Who asked for AJ and Tyson Fury to be in UFC 4? What fan of UFC asked for those two to be in UFC 4? I can guarantee you nobody asked for that. Cause I'm pretty sure that caught UFC fans off guard. Nobody didn't ask for them. And I know they're thinking, I'm not gonna use this dude. He's simply just a boxer. But hey, look, man. This was just my rant, my personal take on the EA Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury thing. Listen, if you enjoyed the content, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And I think that's about it. Let me know down in the comment section, how do y'all feel about this? Like, do y'all feel the same way I feel, or do you think it was a good move by EA to put these two in the game? I mean, maybe it could help sell UFC 4, but I don't really see those two being a selling point for UFC. I think it's more so the gameplay. You know, gameplay over anything is going to really help sell that game. I don't think having those two players, only two players that's boxers, is going to help sell the game. If the gameplay is trash, having those two on the game ain't gonna help anything. I'm gonna just be real with you. But it's your boy Red Bread, and I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm gonna see y'all, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, on the next one. Peace.
The best song was probably on the B-side. Won't be surprised when the label denied. It's so great. The best song was probably on the demo, but that's not the one that got to your limo.